cozy here in the dressing room at the pool in Uden with, a part of Inhalo.
Yeah.
Welcome, good evening.
The biggest part of Inhalo.
The biggest part of Inhalo.
Luckily.
Now, the thing I'm quite curious about is how did Inhalo come to be?
Inhalo is Inhalo since 2018 with the setup with Fons. But Inhalo really started the music making of Inhalo already before 2010. Actually, it was 2008, around-ish, that Pepijn and I started this band. We always had fun making this music, but we decided to make it a bit more professional, recording it in a proper way. And that's what happened in 2017, and then after that Fons jumped in to do the vocals on the music we made. The Pepijn and Roy band before that. Before that it was called Ivy's Dream. But Fons jumped in 2018, and we finalized our album Sever. And it was time for a new phase, a new story. So we came up with Inhalo. Then we recorded the album, finalized it, and then all the shit happens, COVID, pandemic, whatever, the not so fun time, so to speak. And we released in 2022 our album Sever, and we needed someone to back us up live, and I know Susanna very well as my dear colleague, and we said, let's play together. And she's perfect in this band to back up the guitar. We recorded in the studio. She's taking care of that acoustically and also electric, and she's doing backing vocals. So Susanna is for us the latest addition, and that's what we are currently Inhalo, as the 5-piece band.
Yeah, I did notice when you guys started out it was like a 4-piece band, and I was looking through the timeline. It's like where can I see something that happened that changed? So what was the point that it changed, that you invited Susanna to join? Was it because of the live part?
Yeah, we wanted to play as much as possible live, not with so much backing tracks or whatever additions. We wanted to have the real acoustic guitar player.
We just realized that we only did one show without Susanna.
Yeah.
And the rest, all of it was...
Okay.
That was in 18, right?
Yeah.
In Groningen,
At a student sorority.
Yeah, with the 4 people, with the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you release an album, and there was expectations, and we wanted to meet the expectations, and we wanted to play it as natural as possible. And Susanna and I know each other for a longer time, and Susanna also, but she can tell herself, of course. But she's also following my stories about how we record it and what we are doing.
Then to your story. I mean, how was it for you how was it for you to join the band with the album already done, and then you
it was really, the experience has been the journey so far has been fantastic. So Roy and I, we are colleagues. We work for Taylor Guitars, and so he was looking for I was listening Inhalo the whole time in the office. And they were looking for backing a vocalist and guitar player. And Roy knows me about my jazz work, acoustic. So when he was saying that, I say hello. And of course he didn't think about me. And sometimes I feel I am too impulsive. I say yes, why not? So when I say yes, then I have it has been a challenge, because for me it's the first time I play this kind of music. So it's a totally different, even I'm very well trained with the guitar, with the acoustic guitar. The electric guitar has been a totally different story. So it's the acoustic guitar you really have to make an effort to sound, but electric guitar is like a beast screaming, and you have to mute the strings. You know, a whole different story. Yeah, so
yeah. Okay. Nice to hear. Now, I noticed that your album was the first album released by Construction Records. So is that a coincidence, or was that something sort of in the making of how did that go?
We were kind of looking for a label. We sent some emails and it didn't really work out, and then the pandemic hit, and that was just enough time for us to we just ran into Rob, and he said he got the opportunity to start like a sub label for
Suburban Records,
and he said, well, I want to start a sub-label and you're going to be the first band. So that's how that all fit together.
Okay.
So in the end, I mean, we really had to be patient because the album was done in 2019, and we were like ready to go, and I think it was around, at the start of the year, we were like, yeah, we're going to do this, and then they pulled the plug out of everything, but those extra couple years that it kind of helped us, that extra year actually, because we're 21, right? We signed.
Yeah.
So already 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Time flies.
What's the story behind Sever?
The story behind Sever, the lyrics, you mean? You mean the lyrics? Or?
The lyrics, the music, the whole idea behind the album?
Well, I can speak about the lyrics. Like, for me, it was kind of a challenging time. I was not treating myself so well. I was having some troubles, and I needed help. So, and during that process, we were writing. I was also writing the lyrics. So, I thought I'm gonna make my therapy I'm gonna make the album part of my therapy, and so that's where that came from actually.
And luckily, the music was a good fit for him to do the story because of I think because of the changes in the moods that the album has. It can be melodic and a bit darker, but it can also be heavy and punchy and in your face, and that's what life is. But for Fons it was the great possibility to write his story on it.
Stop finding ways to stigmatize myself.
But the music, the music started already before that, but Fons found his way to complement it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for us that's a treat, because for us it's a gift that he is making his story into the music, so he is making the story complete, really. And that's really what we wanted. That's also what we hear when we make the music.
Yeah.
But then there has to be one who's doing it, And that's tough, but he nails it. And since from that moment on, we collaborate and we have fun.
Okay. Well, that's very important, of course. You have 2 releases out. You have Sever. You also have a 10-inch vinyl live at Wisseloord Studios. How did you end up playing at the Wisseloord Studios?
There was contact. I know people at Wisseloord through my work, and our album was received very well, and also people at Taylor Guitars liked it. So there was even more connection. There was like, okay, maybe we can record Inhalo a day in the Wisseloord Studios with the acoustic Taylor guitars, and make it an acoustic session.
Okay.
And then we thought like, oh yeah, that's interesting, because who does not want to play in Wisseloord, And then we rehearsed our music more into an acoustic versions, but really not so much really changed. You know, the songs did not change a lot. It's more dynamic. You play it differently.
Yeah.
But we had the opportunity to record a full day at Wisseloord, and there was a collaboration between Wisseloord and Teleguitars and us. And when we got the opportunity, we invited a friend of Fons who is doing the filming, the camera work, Lex Vasseur, and we made it a total package.
Okay.
And to be honest, it was mind-blowing to be in Studio 1 of Wisseloord and to play the music and to do it differently than we normally do it. You know, in the studio we were each by drums and then guitars, bass, whatever, and but now it was like, bam, tape is rolling, have fun.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a challenge, but it was also we also had fun.
Because I was curious why only 2 songs, but that has to do with the amount of time you
the
had.
limited time, yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a total. You have one day, you set everything up, and you do sound checks. Oh, something is not right. And before you really record, already half of the day is gone, and then the tape is going to on the green light, and there you go.
2 songs in one day was actually pushing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, vocals.
Everything.
Okay.
Piano player.
Yeah.
Sarangi. Eventide. Everything was there in that room.
Yeah, and then the overdubs. They had to do overdubs, and it was really funny because they were going dub after dub, and then the producer was like, "Oh my God, they are machines."
I could stay forever in that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
Well, it's very nice that is also released on vinyl. So it's a nice memory of that. That day.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
I noticed that the album got a lot of praise. It got an I.O. Pages Award. It got the Eremetaal in Aardschok and some other things. I'm hoping, and I think I picked up something that there's going to be another album. But does this give any pressure on the whole process? How the first album was received?
I mean, the pressure is more like Roy said, they started this band in 2008. We had about 15 years to work on the first record, and now we're already taking 3 years working on new material. So, you know, it's just a time-consuming process, and that's the pressure is there. I mean, it's gonna be finished when it's finished, and you know, we just want to make something that people can chew on for a little while. So we're gonna take our time with it. But I think that for me, that is the most pressure of it. I mean, all the praise and all the I.O. Pages Award is really nice. It's really good, but I mean, that is not the extra pressure. It's more time for me.
Yeah.
You know,
It's all about time. You cannot make it too quick. The songs they tell so. They tell a lot. Each part tells a lot. It's the challenge. This is the most challenging, is to know when to stop. And okay, this is good enough. Do not add more here and there, and then you're done. You know. But that's something you learn over time, and that's what we learned over time already with Sever. So believe me, it will not take another 10 years. It will be way shorter than that. We are on a good path, but yeah, it will be finished when we as a package think this is it. Can be 6 months, can also be 2 years. Who knows? Maybe a year.
Maybe it's already done.